Okay, welcome to our Dubai tour package creation. Now, originally when I wanted to do the Dubai tour, I kind of did it all backwards and I really didn't know what I was doing. So that just goes to show that we learn as we are growing in this business. So I saw another agent who was promoting her Dubai package and I saw that it was increasing. Every time I turned around, she was posting that her numbers were increasing. So I reached out to her and she told me that she was using Sunnyland Tours. So I went ahead and I decided on what my dates were going to be. And then I emailed Sunnyland Tours to request a quote. And it has to be a minimum of 20 people for it to be a group. So in order for it to turn out to be a group, it has to be 20 people. If not, then I believe it will be considered like individual bookings. So when you email them, you tell them that you want to do a group of 20 in order for them to put together the itinerary for you. They will respond with dates as close to yours as possible. And just going back, I know that it's a 20-person minimum. One, because she told me, and two, because someone else reached out for a different date and her package was about $300 more. It was just her and her daughter. So her price was about $300 more than the price that I'm getting. So you're going to email, her name is Jasmine. So it's jazz@sunnylandtours.com. And I pretty much just said to her, I want these dates. And she sent me like 2 choices and I picked a choice. So then I created a flyer using the information from the itinerary that they send you. I didn't want to use the itinerary that they sent me. It was really long and it was a little boring looking. So I went on canva.com and I created my own flyer. I searched through Google for some nice pictures. I plugged the pictures in. And then I really kind of summarized the itinerary. I did not put word for word. I just put enough information that they would have an idea of what they will be doing each day. And so then on the flyer, I did it as a 2-page flyer. So I'm going to just go ahead and open my Canva and show you guys what the flyer looks like, which I'm pretty sure you saw it already because I posted it in the group. But this Canva has a whole new look. So, okay. I thought I wasn't going to be able to figure it out. So, I don't know why it's looking so small. Why is it not opening up? Open it up big so you guys can really see it. But in any event, let me see. Okay, so let me just make it bigger so you guys can see it. I don't know why it turned black, but ooh, that's weird that it changed colors on me. But so I took that information and I stuck it inside of the flyer. I don't know why. The screen, guys, I got a lot going on here. I don't know what this computer is doing right now, but bear with me. Okay, so let's go back to Canva and see what happens. And so I'll talk while I'm going back. So I summarized the information and plugged everything in. And then I created a payment plan, as you can see right here. So what I did was I just took the $8.99. So what they have is a $500 good faith deposit. So that means that you have to have at least a $500 deposit in order for them to create your contract. So if you don't get at least $500, then they won't create your group contract. So I promoted $50 deposit. So the first time that I did it, I was asking for, let me see, somebody sent the message. Let me see 1 second. Oh, y'all can't see my screen? Oh my gosh. That is weird. Okay, let me go back. Yeah, because it got a bunch of, I don't know what going on here. I got like so many different things open. Okay. I know y'all can see my desktop now. So let me go back to Google. Okay, so the first time that I was promoting it, I was promoting it as a minimum deposit of $250 because that's what their itinerary said to me. But then when I spoke to the other agent, she told me that you could take any amount that you wanted to And as long as it added up to $500 total, that your contract would be created, which was something that they should have revealed to me, but they didn't. So then the next time around, I just switched it and I did $50 deposits, which is easier for people to give you $50. And that's why it was so easy for my numbers to grow the way that they have grown, is because people have $50 to place on, the deposit. And so then I broke it down to $95 a month, leading all the way up to the final. I made the final due date December 15th. This is not the due date that they gave me. I think the due date that they gave me is like March, if I'm not mistaken. No, it may be April. No, February. It's February, because everything has to be paid off at least 60 days before departure. So to be safe, I made the due date December 15th. And again, I just broke it down to where it's $95 a month. And then I also offer for them to do biweekly payments. And I just put the information saying that a credit card authorization form has been emailed to secure your initial deposit. But I ended up putting this inside my Facebook group, which I'll share that information with you. And I just put my contact information on the flyer. So that's pretty much what I did. And as you can see, in day 1, day 2, all the way up to day 6, I just put a summary of what would happen. And I got the dates up here. So this was pretty easy. This template is already in Canva. I just had to change the words. I had to change these 3 pictures. So I just plugged 3 pictures in there. I changed the color scheme. And that's what I did with Canva. So after creating my flyer, I created a Facebook group. And I posted my flyer in the group. Now, this is a PDF flyer, which means it's like the size of an 8x10 sheet of paper. So in order for me to be able to post it on Instagram or Facebook as a small flyer, all I did was take a screenshot of it and make it like a small picture. That's basically what I did with it, so that I can post it where it wasn't so big on social media. And then I took the link for my Facebook group, and I turned it into a Bitly. Everyone knows how to use Bitly now, so I don't have to go into that. If you don't know how to use Bitly, then there is a training tutorial video in Life Changes. You can just go in there and look for it. So the reason why I did the Bitly is because we don't like to post those long links on our page because they look really ugly. So what the Bitly does is it makes your link smaller. So I created the Bitly for the Facebook group. Then you want to go ahead and take one of your IntelliTravel credit card authorization forms and pre-fill it out. You want to pre-fill it with your agent ID number, the name of the tour company, the dates that the tour is happening. You want it to have your contact information on it, all of the information that you can put in there that they will not have to fill out. You want to put all of that in there first, so that when they get the form, all they have to do is put in their name and their credit card information and their address and accept or decline travel insurance. So I did that, and then I uploaded that form under files in my group. And I uploaded it as a Microsoft Word document. That way, when they receive it, they can actually fill it in. Because if they receive it as a PDF, they're going to have to print it. They're going to have to write on it. Then they're still going to have to scan it and send it back to you. So I actually saved it as a Microsoft Word document so that it would be easier for them to fill it out. Then I posted my flyer on my regular page to announce my Dubai tour, and I added my Bitly link to it. So every time that someone clicked it, it took them directly to my Facebook group. And in my Facebook group, it has all the information that they need. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the Facebook group so you guys can see what my Dubai Facebook group looks like. And the reason why you want to create a group is because you want to be able to communicate with everyone at the same time. You don't want to have to send out text messages or emails or instant messages and things like that to communicate with everyone. So everyone that is currently interested in the Dubai tour is in this group, but that doesn't mean that they're all going. So right now, everyone that's in the group, they know that, let me just go to it. On April 15th, those people who are not going to Dubai will be kicked out of the group. So I did post that in there to let them know. that that's going to happen, because I only want the people who have placed deposits to remain in the group. So here is the group. And again, this is pinned to the top of my group. And it's the, you know, the flyer that I created, so that when people first join the group, this is what they will see when they go inside the group. All of the information about the actual tour. Now I post communication that I've had with the tour company, questions that were answered. I post that in there. This is an additional flyer that I created telling them about the extension, the room accommodations, any communication that I get from Sunnyland Tours, I posted in here. This is asking about airfare. I'm going to look into doing some group airfare if possible. People who need roommates, because some people signed up even though they know that they don't have a roommate. So we're going to match people up. So here's the credit card authorization form that I put in here as a Word document, and I let them know that, so that they don't have to worry about trying to scan it and do all of this other stuff. So let me just open it so you can see what it looks like. Come on. Okay, there it is. So again, as you can see, it's pre-filled, and it has my email address here, my P number, my phone number. It has Sunnyland Tours on it, and it has the total, because we have to put the total amount that's going to cost them. It has the itinerary and the dates on here. And so all they have to do is fill this out and email it back to me. And so what else? So due dates, everything, any type of communication I'm posting in this group. So going back to the list. So now you want to create a marketing flyer for those who place deposits to place on their page, and offer them a 3-day, 2-night stay. This is messed up, but offer them a 3-day, 2-night stay upon their final payment of their trip. And the reason why you want to do that is because this is going to get more people to go on your tour. So it's just extra marketing that you don't have to do, because they're doing it for you. And because they think that they're really getting something for nothing, they're going to go ahead and post that flyer on their page. And you want to create several other promotion flyers. So let me show you what that flyer looks like. So every time someone placed a deposit and it went through, I put their name on this flyer, and it says Coretta is booked to Dubai. And then Coretta will see that. I just say, congratulations, Coretta, you're set and ready to go. Share this post on your page with the following caption, and you'll receive a free 3-day, 2-night stay upon final payment on your booking. So she's going to put this on her page, and she's only going to copy and paste this. It says, I'm so excited to go to Dubai in 2020. You can join me by clicking this link, and that's the bit.ly link to the group to join this exclusive group for details. And so when they click it, they're going to come to the group. Now, my group does have questions before they are accepted into the group. And it just says, are you a travel agent? I can't remember what I put. And then it says, who invited you to this group? Are you okay with traveling from April 7th through April 12th, 2020? And once they answer all the questions, they get accepted into the group. And so I just continually post these as people's deposits go through. And the moment that they place this on their page, I get more people requesting to join the group. So this just automatically makes your group grow, and it makes your people who are going continue to grow. So right now, the group is at, how many people in this group? I'm trying to see. I can't even see. My screen is too big. But I think it's almost 200 people in this group. Out of the total of, now I'm up to about 61 people who have placed deposits. There are over almost 200 people in this group. So at some point, I will delete the people who have not placed deposits. So now you want to create several deadlines, but don't let your customers know. Oh my gosh, I was rushing to type this, guys. Don't let your customers know that you're going to have several deadlines. You want them to think that the current deadline is the last deadline. So each deadline will be promoted as the only deadline. And then when that one happens, so I just had one that ended on the 15th of March. And then the next day, I put up a new post that said, you have 2 more opportunities to place a deposit. So the next one is March 31st for $50. But then come April 15th is the last time for them to place a deposit, but it's going to be a total of the $50 plus that first monthly payment of $95. So anybody that's paying on April 15th will have to pay $145. So I'm sure they're probably going to hurry up and pay the $50 on the 31st so that they can just pay $95 on April 15th. Now, your next step is you want to create a travel insured account for your group. Travel Insured is one of our travel protection providers that is partnered with IntelliTravel. You want to go in and create your account and create the group account for Dubai, and post that link in your Facebook group, because you're going to get a 10% commission for each travel protection that is purchased. So in my group, it's in here somewhere. I should have pinned it to the top. But I let them know that they have actually up until 15 days before departure to purchase their travel insurance, which is super dope, I think, because a lot of travel protection companies don't do that. So they can do it up to 15 days before. It's somewhere in here. And when they click that link, oh, here it is. So I just let them know you have until 3/15/2020 to purchase travel insurance unless you have a pre-existing medical condition. It would make sense to wait until you purchase your airfare. Now, they did tell me that if they do it now and they don't have their airfare included, they can always go back in and add it, and they'll just adjust the total and they'll make the payment of the difference. So I just let them know below is a link that will allow you to purchase the group travel protection plan for your trip. The rates are based on overall trip costs and not age. You will need to enter your full trip cost for accurate coverage. And I just took the wording from the actual Travel Insured website. And again, I have a bit.ly for the travel website as well. I didn't have to do that, but I'm just like stuck on creating bit.lys. So I'm gonna make this an announcement so that it'll stay at the top of, oh, it is an announcement. So, okay, I'm gonna pin it to the top so that it will stay up there so that they will always see it when they come into the group. So let's go back to the list. So next, you want to email the deposit payment information to Jasmine, and she will email a confirmation of processing. So every time I email her the payment information for another group of individuals, she always emails me back and says process. And if it doesn't go through, she'll say declined. And then, of course, I have to reach back out to the person and let them know that it was declined. And I created a Google Doc to keep track of all my payments and balances, because as the group grows larger, it gets more and more difficult to actually keep track of everything. So I'm going to just show y'all what mine looks like. You may have a better system. This actually works for me. So what I do is, let me see, go to, what I do is I type all the information in, and then I copy and paste it. So if someone is making a new payment, I can go right back to that document and just copy their information and paste it into the email. So it makes it super, super easy. And I put everybody in alphabetical order, so it's easy for me to find them. And what I also do is I have a folder specifically for Dubai credit card authorization forms. So as they're emailing them to me, I don't just download them to my computer. I download them to my Google Docs. So if something were to ever happen to my computer, I can still access these credit card authorization forms because they're saved to my Google Drive, which I can access from anywhere. But I also print them out and I have them in a folder. So I have 3 different ways that I have access to the credit card authorization forms, and they're all in here. So let me see. Do I have a folder? Because I want to show y'all what the document looks like. And now I don't see it. But it's in here, guys. Oh, here it is, right here. So these are all the clients. And like I said, they're in alphabetical order. I put the amount that they've paid, and then the balance, whatever their balance is. And this is how I keep track of it. And they're in alphabetical order. And I go and copy and paste their information into the email when they're ready to make a new payment. And then I update their payment total so that I know what their balance is. And then lastly, promote. Just keep on promoting and your group will continue to grow. My goal is to get to 100 people, and I'm just going to keep promoting through these next 2 deadlines. So now I will open the floor for any questions that you guys have. You can unmute yourself and ask a question.
Now on the BlackBerry, you say you're not getting it on there, or you are?
Anybody have a question? You guys aren't, somebody's not muted, just in case you weren't trying to ask a question.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Anybody? Nobody have a question? So this is the self-explanatory.
I do have one. Do they offer you like a special rate or something like that?
Well, it wasn't told to me that it was a special rate. But like I said, if someone was trying to book this without being a part of a group, their price was $300 more than what they gave me as a group. So if that's considered a special rate, then maybe. But yeah, that was just the rate that they gave me. And I know that it was Erin Elsie that had her group. Her price was a little less than mine. So I think it depends on the time of year that you're going as well. That determines what the price is going to be. Because she's going in November. So her price is like $200 less than mine, but we're going in April. So that may be why the price is different. But you can ask. Anybody else?
I have a question. So for the $500 that you need to create the contract, do you submit the deposit payments as you get them, or do you hold them all until you get the $500 and then submit it at once?
I submitted them as I got them. So basically what I did was I reached out to family and friends first before I even put this out there. And I tried to get the 500 based on my family and friends, which I actually did. So once I had them on a list, I knew that it was going to happen. And so as they all sent in their credit card authorizations by that first due date that I put out there, I went ahead and submitted all their information because they were ready. And then after that, I just continually submitted people as they came in. But that's a good strategy to use. Just write down a list of people who you want to invite, get a confirmed yes from all those people. And if it adds up to 500, you know for sure that you're going to have that $500 deposit. Then your next goal will be for your total to be 20 people. So that's all I did.
Okay. So did Sunnyland give you a deadline when to get the $500 to hold the dates that you wanted?
No, they didn't give me a deadline. They just said that actually they did give me a deadline. I apologize. They did give me a deadline, and I met that deadline.
Okay.
Yeah, I had it in before it was up, and we got 10 minutes left just to let you guys know that we got 10 minutes left. Next question. Nobody else has a question? Okay, well, if you guys don't have any questions, I will upload this Google document as a PDF.
There's a question on the chat.
On the chat? Oh, let me see. How will you do the group flights once the flight information is available? Okay, so there are several airlines that offer group rates, and I think one for sure is, I want to say it's United. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But if you're all flying from the same airport, they will do like $50 deposits and let you make payments. So I know that Lanisa is very familiar with that because she did it for Essence Festival. It was a large group of them that left from Newark, New Jersey, and they flew on United, and they did a group rate, and they did deposit. They did a $50 deposit, and they made payments all the way leading up to a certain deadline. So that's something that I have to look into. But I did not tell, the people that it was guaranteed that I can do it. I just said I was going to look into some group flights for everybody. So it's not etched in stone that I'm going to be able to do that for them. Anybody else? That was the only question that was typed in. Okay, so again, I will upload this document inside Life Changers for those of you who want to print it out and follow it as like a script or a guideline for creating your tour. But this is definitely a way of kind of securing something for 2020 for yourself, something that you could promote for a long period of time to ensure that you're going to have a great commission check. So for me, again, the goal is 100 people. And so I'm just going to continue to promote over these next 2 deadlines that I've set and hope that I reach my goal of 100 people. And the thing is, like, people are going to promote it for you. I've only had to put it out there a few times, and people are telling their family, telling their friends, and people are just calling and emailing and texting and placing their deposits. It's just unbelievable because this will be my largest booking ever. And I didn't have to put much of any effort into putting this out there. So you guys can do the same, and this will be a great booking to secure a large commission check in 2020. And that's pretty much it, guys. So this officially ends.